So understand that taking a position in a specific sub-niche, it actually strengthens you. It doesn't weaken you. So Jaya, if you want to be able to go deep into this market, do not go broad. Do not come from the angle of like
Facebook ads for anybody,
right? For every business owner, for entrepreneurs. Why? Because if you do that, it's a slaughterhouse.
When I first started out, I thought that to make more money, to increase sales, the logical thing to do is to naturally target more people. And I realized that that was one of the most costly mistakes that I did starting out. And by the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you why targeting less people and niching down and having that depth is going to ultimately give you an unfair advantage, and why, by going broad, that actually weakens your positioning. Today, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to a conversation that I was having with a client of mine, and why ultimately you want to go deep, not broad.
Okay, so let's take a look, okay? So I can see that this is about proven Facebook ads, and to get a copy of my proven Facebook ad secrets. Okay, so here's the thing where we got to begin with. Facebook ads alone as a topic is incredibly competitive, and it's a brutal space. It means that in most cases, it's a slaughterhouse. Why? Because everybody is a Facebook ad marketer. And just by creating something which is yet another Facebook ads training, it's super red ocean and it's bad news waiting to happen. Next person we have up is Jaya Kumar. Jaya, team is gonna look for you next. Jaya, I believe this might be your first hot seat here. So why don't we begin? Jaya, go ahead and just introduce yourself, the market that you're in, who you serve, the result you help them generate, and then we'll begin.
I'm Jaya from Singapore. So I serve to entrepreneur. Actually, I spend a lot of money for traditional methods for marketing, but I never get what we expecting results. Then I changed over to digital marketing and those social media platform. Then my business bit improved. Then I learned from Peng Joon as well. Then I started to those people who like me, like entrepreneurs, small business owners. So I wanted to help them. These are the people's my target. Actually, I spent $180 for Facebook ad. Actually, the landing page views to be 1,300 people's, but the opt-ins only 7, so 0.54% only.
This thing that you're building up now, how new is this?
It's quite new actually.
Quite new meaning like, is it a month old, 6 months old?
Yes, it's 2 weeks ago actually I prepared this and I run a Facebook ad. Then I got this kind of results. So I don't know where I made a mistake, then how to solve this.
Okay, so like number one, the domain name, obviously you gotta have that congruence, right? So are you running ads to this funnel right now? Is that what's happening?
Temporarily, I never run any ads because I don't know where I made mistakes. So temporarily, I shut down the ads.
Okay, so let's take a look, okay? So I can see that this is about proven Facebook ads, and to get a copy of my proven Facebook ad secrets. Okay, so here's the thing where we got to begin with. Facebook ads alone as a topic is incredibly competitive, and it's a brutal space. It means that in most cases, it's a slaughterhouse. Why? Because everybody is a Facebook ad marketer. And just by creating something which is yet another Facebook ads training, it's super red ocean and it's bad news waiting to happen. However, the good news is you can turn it to become blue ocean when you merge it with what it is that you have been doing, perhaps in the air conditioning business, and niche down so that now it's a blue ocean and a red ocean. So rather than coming from the angle of my proven Facebook ad secrets, because that's what every marketer says, okay, and that's what makes it highly competitive, and that's what makes it red ocean, and that's what makes people think
here's another ads training,
right, which is what's going to kill it. If you can come back down to a specific audience that can resonate with you and your business and your background, your history, because that is blue ocean. So what does this mean? I'm just going to give you a few different ideas so that perhaps you can get, you can think about how you can transition from a red ocean to a blue ocean and red ocean. So let's take a look at this. Okay, let's take a look at your ad right now and see kind of like how it plays out. So this is the hope and pray method.
Do you want to develop, grow and scale up your business in Facebook page even if you're a beginner? Hi, I'm Jaya, entrepreneur, trainer and motivational speaker. With your permission.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause over here. So like this video here, Jaya, is a little bit too professional and proper for social media, right? Because it feels like I'm really watching this infomercial right now. It's slick. Here you are with your car, in the suit, right? And in a tie. And yes, I understand that you want to be presentable and all, but when it comes to social media in this world that we're living in, something like that is not going to convert. So what we want to do is a few things, okay? When we want to be able to think about finding that blue ocean and red ocean, one easiest way to begin is to think about depth in the audience. So here's how I think about this. If it's Facebook ads alone as a training, as a course, as an offer, as a product, you can probably fetch $50 for it, right? Why? Because everybody else has got Facebook ads course. However, if you came from the angle of, Facebook ads for niche name or target audience name, for real estate agents, for plumbers and electricians, for brick and mortar businesses, for plastic surgeons, then straight away, that instantly positions you in a very different market, where now the offer could be worth $500 to $5,000. Why? Because to that audience, it feels like you now are industry specific. Okay, I would like all of you write that down. Like, can you make your thing industry specific or cater to a specific demographics? Why? Because if you can do that, that's when, even though it's a smaller market, but it's a lot more targeted, because now you can be able to utilize their languaging, their specific struggles, their pain points. That's what makes it powerful. So like, I have a friend who wants to do like parenting. She talks about parenting a lot. And I was recently having a conversation with her. And I said, well, parenting is a great market. But the problem is very similar to yours, Jaya, is that on its own, parenting, like, there's so many parenting products out there. But I said, look, if you niche down to one specific thing. Now, the reason why she's very passionate about parenting is because she's got a kid where a kid's like super ADD. And when his emotions are like, pretty dramatic. If he's high, he's like euphoria, right? And happy. But on the low, it's like disaster. So I said, your offer is not about parenting. It's about being a parent and how to deal with kids with ADD. Because now that, even though it's a smaller market, this is where it becomes a blue ocean and a red ocean. So understand that taking a position in a specific sub-niche, it actually strengthens you. It doesn't weaken you. So Jaya, if you want to be able to go deep into this market, do not go broad. Do not come from the angle of like Facebook ads for anybody, right? For every business owner, for entrepreneurs. Why? Because if you do that, it's a slaughterhouse. However, if you came from the angle of, running Facebook ads as a brick and mortar business, as somebody in the service line, as somebody who's a plumber, electrician. Now, if you came from that angle, can you imagine if you told that story the same way you told us how you started off, right? And how you realized that when you use social media, you had a lot more results than traditional media. So now that's when it becomes a lot more relatable. How I would love to be able to see this is, imagine this social media, right? I would have loved to be able to see you not in a suit, but how you would normally dress up, or your employee would dress up when they're fixing an air conditioner. And you would literally, right? I don't know how air conditioners are fixed, but let's say, you're fixing a thing there. And then the camera, comes in. And while you are fixing the air conditioning, you look at the camera, it's like, yep, this was me in my business for a really long time. Hey, this is Jaya here, and for about a decade, this is what I did. fix air conditioning. And if you are in any of these industries, which is if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, if you are fixing stuff, chances are you probably do not understand Facebook ads, like how I never understood Facebook ads for about a decade. But I realized that when I started utilizing social media, Facebook and ads, I took my air conditioning business, I got more leads, I got more sales utilizing social media, and it performed way better than traditional media, which is what I relied on for more than 2 decades. Now, if you came from this angle, what's going to happen? Right, number one, your videos, even though it's an ad, it becomes a lot more interesting, right? Because it's relatable, it's real, it's authentic, it's raw. Number two, you're also telling your story, which is also being real and authentic, and coming from an angle of, look, being in this industry, I'm not supposed to know Facebook ads, right? And chances are, you probably don't either if you're in one of these industries. And that's why I want to be able to show you how you too will be able to utilize these techniques to get more leads and convert these leads into sales utilizing social media. So now, your product and your offer is no longer Facebook ads for anybody who wants to grow a business, because that is going to kill you. Niche down, and that's how you find that blue ocean and red ocean. Jaya, does that make sense?
Yes.
So tell us, what are you going to be doing differently once you leave this call? What's gonna be the differentiator?
So the differentiator, okay, I will niche down. Based on my trade.
Yes.
Then I will focus. Those involved in my trade or related trades. Then I'll make an offer for them. What face the problems, I will give the solution for them.
Okay, so think about this, right? So if you feel that you're going to go deep in the trade,
okay,
one of the things that I want to think about is, well, how can I make it so that it's not just Facebook ads, but rather it's this full-on transformational offer that will make that difference for that person in that trade. Make it complete. Because you're going to go deep, right? Make it from, okay, so we're going to show you exactly once you get the lead, right? Now, this is where I want you to use your expertise based on your life experience, which is once you get the lead, we're going to give you the scripts on how to follow up with this lead, the appointment, right? To put systems and process in place so that the appointments are all scheduled in. And then after that, how do you ascend them to the next thing and retain them and make sure you're really maximizing every lead that comes in. So now it doesn't feel like it's just another Facebook ads trainer or course, but rather somebody who truly understands the struggles of my industry, my pain points, my roadblocks, because this person genuinely was in that industry for a really long time, who happens to understand social media as well. Now, if you think about that, Jaya, that is what I can't do, right? If you try to compete just based on Facebook ads, there's going to be a lot of people like me who understand Facebook ads, and that's your audience going to be thinking, well, what's the difference between your thing and Peng Joon, right? But if you came from the angle of, if this is industry specific, I understand exactly what's happening in this thing, the little nuances, now that is something I can't compete you based on, right?
Yep.
So that's the power of niching down.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below, and my team will be in touch with you.